Yes, hi everyone. My name is Mutambuze, and I'm going to be presenting data analysis using Tableau. Uh, those are my details. Okay, so the key performance indicators for this data analysis presentation, we're going to look at the focus of this presentation is going to be mainly on attrition against a number of parameters or characteristics as I've chosen, depending on the data that I have been given. So one of the characteristics I'm going to look at is the count of attrition, of which I had to create a function or function that I'm using to generate this value. Then also the median monthly income. Median monthly income. Yes, the median monthly income, and then also the average age of the employees of the company, and then also the average total working years of the employees of the company, and finally the average years of a particular employee at the company, as you can see. Yes. So when you look at the first characteristic, that is the job role versus the attrition level of the company. When you look at this, when you look at this bar chart, it shows that the sales department research, the sales role, research scientist role, and the laboratory technician role have the highest level of attrition, and this is important, especially for the human resource department. They need to look into why these particular three roles have attrition. And then when you look down, see that the human resource, the research director, and the sales representatives down here have the least attrition levels of the entire company. And yes, so this is what mainly this particular graph means. This is how I of course came up with it. And the next one is going to be the years in the current role versus the years since the last promotion was probably made for a particular individual. Now, when you look at this particular graph, when you look at this particular chart, yes, generally this is how it would look like if I unselected the attrition, either yes or no. So this is unselected, as you can see. This is for everyone in the company. Now, when I click on attrition, that is on yes. Now this one is showing that this is showing attrition level. And when you look at this particular, if you look at this particular area where we have a concentration of attrition, and of course this particular area around the center, yes, now this particular area down here, it is implying that we have some people who have actually just joined the company. Now, like you can see here, no, sorry, not joined the company, who have been in a particular role. They have just joined a particular role, but they're actually leaving. They're actually leaving the country. Leaving the company. Still, this is something that probably the HR needs to look into and find out why are these people. They have just joined a role. They have not been in a role for a long period. Yes, or now these ones, some of them have just received a promotion, but then they are leaving. This is, of course, another point of concern. Of course, we see some people have not had a promotion in quite a long time. and they are also leaving. That could be probably the reason why they are leaving the company, because probably they're not seeing progression or growth at this particular organization. That is information that probably the HR can use to see how best they can interest their current workforce or human capital to stay in a particular organization, and probably see how probably they can improve on the welfare and whatnot to allow them to stay in a particular in the organization. Yes, then we move on to the attrition level versus the time spent with a particular manager. Yes, so we have the years with a particular with their current manager, and the levels of attrition. Now, from this, we are seeing that the people who have been with their current manager for approximately for like 2 years. Yes, and this is really high. 2 years. Some have not even spent a full year with this particular manager. Others have only spent, okay, 7 years is quite a bit, but we need to focus on the 2 and the 0. Yes, they have barely spent time with the current managers, but they're actually leaving the organization. You can see the levels are really high. Probably these are people who have just been promoted, and they're looking for new challenges. They want to leave the organization and seek out new horizons, see what their careers or what their new roles can actually get them on the other market, or from competition from whatever. Yes, so this is of course something that HR needs to look into, that in case someone moves from or gets a promotion or moves from cross departments, yes, how do we maintain these particular people? How do we ensure that they stay in the organization? Yes, instead of them leaving, like you can see in the graph, they are leaving at a high rate. Instead of them leaving, is how does the department actually keep these people? Yes, then yes, this would be also another reflection of what we have just discussed. Yes, but of course in a different graphical view. Yes, and then the other graph would be the companies that the employees of the companies or the previous places that the employees have actually worked with probably before they joined the company. Yes, this is the organizations that they have worked with. Yes, also versus the attrition level. Now they can see the job roles. If you look at the roles of maybe that is the healthcare representation, and we have the human resources. We have quite a number of departments here. It is showing the level of attrition. Yes, level of attrition. You can see the healthcare has a very high level of attrition, and they have only worked for one organization or one company before they started working for this particular company. So this is also something that HR needs to look into. Yes, people who have just joined, how do we retain them? How do we keep them in the organization without them leaving? But and so on the other hand, that people who have been there for long, yes, they have been here for quite a bit of time, they tend to stay longer in the organization. Yes, so finally I came up with an interactive dashboard that is showing what I've actually been explaining earlier. Yes, so this is selecting all the departments. There were 3 departments here, but if I select just particular departments, it will show me it will be showing me specific to that particular department. What are the levels of attrition? Yes, which people are staying in the organization? Yes, what's their average age? What's the average age of the particular department? Now, like for HR, the level of attrition is 63. The median salary is around almost $4,000. The average age is 38. The total working total working years is approximately 12 years, and then the years that come around 7 years. So it shows you an average or snapshot of a particular department. Yes. Yes. So you keep on changing, and then it will keep on giving you particular outputs depending on what you design. Yes, so that is my presentation, and thank you very much. Thank you so much.